everyone, how's it going? Christina here. Welcome back to another video. Today I kind of just wanted to give my honest perspective on Hoppy, and where I think it's going, and basically just what I think the actual story is with this project. So instead of like going through the chart in detail, looking at the all-time highs, all-time lows, the tokenomics numbers, that kind of stuff, like I usually do in a regular update, um, today I kind of just wanted to let this be a little more conversational and, just kind of voice my perspective on what I think is going on and whether or not I think you should hold or sell this project. So there are a few maybe red flags, I would say, for this project. And the first one that I'm going to bring to your attention is, or well, the main one I should say, is it has to do with the exchange listings department. So this has 24 exchange listings total. Does have a MEXC listing, which is not bad. However, it fails to have some really strong tier 3, tier 2, or even at this point, tier 1 exchanges. Although very early on when I started covering this project, I absolutely thought that Hoppy would get some tier 1s and it was worthy of tier 1 exchanges. So it's lacking really good or strong tier 3, tier 2 exchanges like BitGet, Bybit, um, KuCoin. Um, I don't see L Bank on here. Oh, okay. Actually, I'm sorry. L Bank is on here. It does have MEXC though, which is a pretty good tier 3, tier 2 listing, but unfortunately it's not enough, or at least it's had the MEXC listing for quite a while and no other like strong tier 3, tier 2s have followed, which is an indication that the developers are not working on getting more exchange listings. For a while, I thought they were because months ago, this was not recently, but months ago, I think there was a little bit more than 24 exchange listings, pretty sure. And then I think it went down to back down to like to 24, and it's been sitting at 24 for quite a while. I think every time I do an update, it's still sitting at 24 exchange listings. So there is no movement in exchange listings. And this is the main issue, I think, right now with Hoppy. If there's no um, effort or money being put in on getting stronger exchange listings and some of the main ones like tier 1 exchanges, uh, the project is not it's not being set up for success. So that's the first thing. The second thing I want to say is that, when people ask me, okay, then, Christina, should I hold or should I sell this then? Like, is it not worth it? Is it dead? Is it dying? It's a strong character. It's a, staple to the Matt Fury narrative. Hoppy has been around for a while. I mean, it launched last year around this time, 2024, and it's sitting at a $15.83 million market cap, which is not bad. Um, but, if the time and effort's not being put in to kind of move the project, then that's not like a great indication for the success of it. And then I know the next question people are going to ask me is, okay, well then like, why last week, weeks before, or whenever, whatever, were you pushing the project? Well, the thing is today, I'm not going to say you should sell. I think this is still worth a small bag because, yes, the developers, it seems like, have kind of pulled back, but we saw the same thing with Myro. And I had a lot of faith in Myro. And I had a lot of faith in Hoppy early on as well. Myro is the same kind of deal right now. It's not a rug pull or anything like that. And Myro actually has tier one exchanges. It has crypto.com, it has BitGet, Bybit, and Mexi, and KuCoin. Um, but the developers have pulled back, and yet this is moving on its own. Okay, so like for 1 month view on here for Myro, it's up 73.16%. Yes, it's down for the year, but it is kind of moving a little bit. For the week, it's up 139.74%. This is the project working on its own without like developers heavily behind it. This is the project kind of doing its own thing and kind of running on autopilot. I believe, in my opinion, that is where Hoppy is sitting right now. It's kind of running on autopilot, although even though the developers aren't putting in a lot of effort, I don't think they have quite pulled back like the Myro developers, not that intensely. I still think the developers are working on it a little bit, but like I don't think there's like just a huge effort being put in like for exchange listings and more exposure and that kind of stuff. It's still very an active community on X. So if they decide to put in more effort on exchange listings, get this to hit a little more mainstream and work on it a little bit more, this can really fly. It's a strong character. It's a strong um, character within the Matt Fury narrative and community. It's a staple in the Matt Fury community, and this was designed to kind of follow in Pepe's footsteps initially. And it had a really, really strong start, and I believed in it. So there's two things that could happen here. One, the developers, get back in here and start working hard on it and putting in money to get exchange listings. If that happens, Hoppy can come back strong and really, really pump. If they don't do that, then there's a chance that the coin will continue to run on autopilot, kind of like what it's doing right now. In that case, yes, you can still make a little bit of money on this. So it's worth like a small bag, right? I wouldn't be putting crazy amounts of money into this. You could throw in like $100 bag, $50, $100, 150, to 200, whatever you can afford. Small bag of this, and then just see what happens because there is a thing where like a coin is still like it's not rug pulled, but developers have like kind of pulled back a little bit, but it kind of still runs on autopilot. So that's kind of what this is doing. I think that's what Myro is doing. So for the month, right now, Hoppy's up 67.28%. So if you're holding it, still hold it. See what happens. That's kind of where my mindset on Hoppy is right now. Because like I don't want to tell people to sell and then the chart starts to pump. Like it's been pumping for the past month. Yes, it's actually still up for the year, 1142.82% as well. And it's up on the all-time view. So like and the chart is also identical to like a lot of meme charts right now anyways, meme coin charts. Like it's going through like a short-term correction. So I do think there is some pumping potential for this where it just kind of runs on autopilot. But again, the developers have not pulled back like the Myro developers, right? I think the Myro developers have basically pulled back so completely. So um there is still like a small chance with Hoppy and it might come back completely, maybe. Um so I would not sell this. I would continue to hold and just see what happens. It's a gamble. These things happen with meme coins. I said this from the beginning with memes, just be careful with what you put in. Don't be putting in large amounts, like because these can go down at any time. Small to medium-sized bags, depending on the actual project or coin. So if you hold this, depending on how much you hold, I would still hold a small bag. Maybe you could sell a portion of it or a little bit of it, depending on how big your bag is. But This is one of those that I would keep a little bit in and then just see what happens. So that is my honest opinion on Hoppy. I'm being totally transparent with you guys, not trying to shill something that I think might not, pump huge. This did have potential. So when I was like, shilling it and introducing it to you guys and giving you updates, I believed in it and because it did have that potential and it was going to really, really fly and pump. But unfortunately, sometimes things happen with the developers and it's not in our control. So I think this was a little bit unexpected, because this was on track to really, really pump. So wanted to just give my honest opinion and update on this, and not financial advice, but that is kind of what I would recommend that everyone does if you are holding Hoppy. If there's any major developments on this, I will keep you posted as I always do. Just a few things before I end the video. Social media links are in the description section: Instagram, X, Discord server. Give me a follow on those. And of course, if you made it this far in the video, thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe to the channel. It is so, so appreciated. And I will see you all in the next video. Thanks, guys.